makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine. Tater bug, eating my potatoes. Tater bug, going my tomatoes. Tater bug, what makes you so hungry? Tater bug, eating all my money. What makes your garden grow? Water and sunshine. What makes your spirit grow? Knowing that she'll be mine.
Hey guys, welcome back to Freedom Homestead. We are out in the Victory Garden today, and I wanted to kind of show you what I had been working on. You saw the footage where I've been working out here. I do want to show you there's a lot going on. A lot of things are growing, so I'm going to turn you around and show you what's going on.
Go.
Okay, so over here we have the cabbage that we actually started from seed, and you guys can see they are thriving right now. They look beautiful, and I cannot wait to see this half of the bed filled with big, beautiful cabbage. Here, one of my nasturtiums that I started from seed, one of my zinnias has already blossomed. So very excited about the promise of lots of color in this bed. Our carrots are already starting to show themselves. Very happy about that. We have some rogue squash plants that need to go. Back here on this trellis are the Tom Thumb peas, and that's gonna look so cool when they're growing up the lattice. I'm really excited about just seeing all of this in full bloom here in the next several weeks. Okay, so this is the second raised bed in our Victory Garden, and I'm really excited about what is already happening. So down here you can see that our radish tops are already starting to get nice and full. Our lettuces are growing, and I love growing lettuces close together. It looks like a rainbow almost. We have our butter crunch lettuce and our red freckled lettuce, and then back here you can see we have our peas. They're already starting to get tall enough to trellis. The ones in the front are the blue shelling peas, which is going to look so beautiful. The blue pods behind all of the big, beautiful lettuces. And then in the back, we have our Lincoln peas. Down through here, we have our spinach. And then right through here, you saw the footage of me doing something differently. If you remember, I had originally planted rainbow Swiss chard. And I know I love rainbow Swiss chard, but I don't know if my family loves rainbow Swiss chard. One thing I do know we all love is okra. And I was really bummed that I didn't have enough space for okra. And I thought, you know what? Priorities, people. So I took out some of this rainbow Swiss chard and I planted 8 okra plants. I did leave 1 row of Swiss chard, and honestly, I'm thinking about taking that out and putting more okra plants. Okay, so I haven't changed anything in this bed except for the fact that I added the trellis for my cucumbers, but you can see that all of our Blue Lake bush beans are popping up. They're saying, how you doing? Letting us know that they're doing good, which I'm relieved because my dog tromped through here also, and I wasn't sure if I was gonna have to reseed or not, but everything looks great. I even have a beautiful brightly colored zinnia that's bloomed there in the back. And then all of my Wisconsin cucumbers from the M.I. Gardner Homestead collection are coming up just beautifully. So these, the Blue Lake bush beans and these Wisconsin cucumbers are all from the M.I. Gardner Homestead collection. Don't forget that if you do make a purchase on M.I. Gardner's website that you use our code TCW10 to save 10% on your order. Okay, this bed I'm really, really excited about. So I did plant some squash seeds, and you all saw me do that. But the reason why I went behind and added plants was because the guy that we got compost from had actually composted some gourds, and we are getting gourd seedlings popping up everywhere. And I knew it was going to be really confusing when the squash started germinating. We weren't going to know for sure what we planted and what had been composted. So I went ahead and took those out and went to my Amish greenhouse and purchased these plants. So on this side of the bed we have 4 yellow squash plants, and down here we have 4 zucchini plants. But here is what I am really excited about, you guys. If you remember, I planted a row of Mammoth Sunflowers down the center. So imagine with me, if you will, in a few months, we're gonna have probably 6, 7, 8 foot tall sunflowers here with runner beans and their beautiful blossoms going up the stalks. And then down here, we're gonna have big, beautiful squash plants. And in the center of each squash plant, I've planted nasturtiums. Those beautiful blossoms are gonna be spilling over the sides of the bed. And it's gonna be gorgeous. I cannot wait to see how that all turns out. But one thing that is kind of a bummer, when we came out here this afternoon to check, I saw that one of my squash plants have broken at the stalk. So we're gonna have to replace that. So this bed is newly planted. I went to the Amish greenhouse and I bought Mountain Fresh and Mortgage Lifter tomato plants. Well, our dog Georgia decided that we didn't need some of these and decided to help us to get rid of some, which we're not very happy about. I actually had to pull up and discard several plants, and we're gonna have to replace them. But the plan is to have 16 tomato plants that are all gonna be single staked, and they're going to be intensive planted. And at the ends, I'm probably going to do some herbs and flowers. So it's gonna take a little while before we get all of that into place, but that is the plan.
What you got over here?
So this is the last bed in our victory garden, and again, I'm very excited to see how this is gonna turn out in the couple of months when everything is in, when we're harvesting. But in the backs, these are the tomato plants that I actually started myself and was really nervous because I had neglected them. I was a bad plant mama. But you know what? They look really, really happy and they are ready to start. We need to go ahead and start staking these and getting them growing up the stakes. But yes, very, very happy with how these look. The only problem is I only know what one of them are. The rest of them, the markers fell out and I have no idea what I'm growing here. But in the front, I actually purchased these pepper plants. These 9 plants down here are jalapenos, and this is a different variety. I've never grown this size or this variety before. They're called La Bamba, and they are supposed to be good for pickling, and they're supposed to be large enough to make excellent poppers, so we'll see. And then here, you guys know that almost every single week during my grocery haul, I have a jar of banana pepper rings. Yeah, I'm gonna be growing my banana peppers, okay? So that's what these are. These aren't the sweet banana peppers though, these are the hot ones. So we'll see how we like these, but I'm really excited about that. And then this empty patch right here, underneath the dirt, I have some magic happening. A little bit of Trifecta Plus from M.I. Gardner Seed Store and M.I. Gardner collard green seeds. My family loves collard greens. I probably love them the most, but I sowed a couple of rows of collard greens, so hopefully we'll have several delicious plants popping up in the next couple of weeks. Okay guys, so that's what we got going on in the Victory Garden right now. We hope you enjoyed this update, and that's all I've got for you guys today. Until next time.